Well, a good Monday afternoon to you. It's Dan. I want to welcome everyone to my home in the sticks. I hope everybody's having a good Monday and a good start to a new week. But over here in East Central Mississippi, I'm here to tell you it's sure enough hot over here. Probably touching 98, 99 degrees right now with the humidity. Before we get started on today's video, I'm always going to say that if you are new to the channel, I want to welcome you. And if you're returning just to see what old Dan's got going on over here, I sure enough thank you for coming back. But what I want to share with you and y'all today is I done started working on deer proofing the pea field. We're going to take a walk over yonder and I'm going to show you what I done did so far. Well, here we are at the pea field, and I'm here to tell you, Possum Butt came over yesterday and we commenced to putting out a whole bunch of T-posts. He actually drove all these T-posts, but I got 15 T-posts out here strategically placed all around the pea field. So what we're going to do is I'm going to run two strands of hot wire from to each post and all the way around. So maybe that will keep the deer out. I have a few things that I have to do before I start running the hot wire, and that being is I'm gonna have to get out here with the weed eater and I'm gonna have to weed eat near these fence posts. And that big pear tree over there, well, it used to be a pear tree, I need to do some trimming on the limbs on it. So none of the limbs hit the hot wires and ground them out. So got a little bit more work to do before I could actually start getting the hot wire in. And this pea field is starting to become a mess. I haven't been able to get out here and cultivate, and you can see there's just grass growing up all over the place. And that's pretty much what happens when you get a whole bunch of weeks worth of rain. This ground is wet, I'm here to tell you, and you can see the grass that's just growing up all in between the peas. There's nothing really that you can do about that, but it is what it is. I may try to get out here and do some cultivating as soon as it dries up. I don't know if the peas are too high where my tractor will actually start ripping them out of the ground. That I don't know, but that's where I am at thus far. I'm gonna take you a little bit close over here and I'll show you what I'm talking about. See all of these limbs right here? I'm gonna have to get out here with my pruning shears or my loppers, and I'm gonna have to cut all of this stuff down. Probably gonna have to clear a whole bunch of this and a whole bunch of that, because I don't know if you can see it, but the limbs are in the way of the next post over there. So I'm gonna have to cut a whole bunch of this stuff out. It's not really gonna do anything to the tree. It's not like the tree is producing fruit anymore, but I'm gonna have to do a whole bunch of trimming on this guy for sure. The perimeter is going to be pretty nice. The hot wire is going to be pretty nice. I know there's going to be a bunch of questions regarding the spacing on the T-post, and that's fine. We're going to get up out of this heat and we're going to head over yonder and seek some shade. But the beginnings of the deer fence or predator proofing the pea field has begun. In all honesty, which I probably should have done this long before I actually planted these peas. But I didn't actually think I was gonna have this big of a problem. So let's get up yonder and we'll bump some gums. Dan, let's talk about the spacing on those T-posts. Yes, we have them spaced out quite a good ways. The reason why is I'm not gonna run wire as my hot wire, if that makes sense. This is what I'm gonna use right here. I actually had a roll of this that I was gonna use to fix my goat paddock. But this is Gallagher poly wire. So it's much lighter, it gives and it bends just a little bit better than using regular wire. Dan, how you gonna attach it to the T-post? I'm gonna use these guys right here. And all these are pin lock insulators. You can see them in there. And then it actually attaches to the T-post. And it's got a pin. Well, let me just open it up. Here we go, take a little better look at it. This attaches to the T-post. It actually snaps in this way. And it's actually got a pin right here that you break off from this plastic and you slide it down into here. The wire or the rope is gonna go behind it. Pin is gonna slide in and stop the poly rope from coming out. So we're gonna use 30 some odd of these jokers on them T-posts. I had to get a new battery for my solar charger, and this is a Fireshock. It's about 2 or 3 years old now. I put the battery in and I got it sitting out in the sun, and we'll see if this, hopefully this panel is still working. If not, I'm going to be in a heap of trouble because I'm going to have to get another solar charger. This is what I plan on using to charge the poly rope for the pea field. So that's what I wanted to share with you and y'all today, give you an update as to what I got going on as far as predator proofing or deer proofing the pea field. The plan is set into motion. We got all the T-posts out like we want them. Next step is I have to get out there and I have to do some trimming on that pear tree. And I'm also gonna have to cut some of that grass that's around some of those T-posts over there. So that's the next thing to do. And then after that, we'll start putting on those insulators on the T-post, and hopefully, if the charge controller works, I'll get to running the poly rope. So small steps. Can't really do anything in the middle of the day. You can, but Lord, you got to be careful because the heat will sure enough hurt you if you ain't careful. It's pretty warm right now, so I may get out there later on this afternoon, probably about 6:30, 7ish, and commence to chopping on that pear tree and doing my weed eating out there. So it is what it is, but we're gonna get it done. So again, I hope everybody is having a show enough good Monday, and I hope everybody stays safe this week amid this crisis that we still have going on. If y'all like this video, go and give it a thumbs up, they help. If you haven't subscribed to the Home and Sticks channel, Lord of mercy, y'all need to come on over here and give old Dan a look, because I'm always doing stuff. With that being said, you know it's coming, Dan Reference show enough, always gonna say it. Don't let nobody dull your shine. And I mean nobody, you sure enough get your shine on, it's important. And Dan will see you and y'all in the next video.